Hi guys, 5 feet Bam here. Bam. Peace, love, happiness. That's what I'm about. So guys, I'm gonna tell you about a domestic, well, I was in a domestic violence marriage. Okay, so this man here, so I was with him for 9 years, and the first 6 years, no problems, no problems. We got married. The worst thing ever I could have done. So one day, we was poor. We didn't have no money. So I was I cooked that night. Both of us had a piece of chicken, potatoes, vegetables. And we were talking. So you know how, in no way, shape, or form, I am saying this is a good thing, because it's not. But we were talking, and you know how when you're talking and then they pause, and so you're looking at them so that they can finish what they were saying. So this is the first episode. He said, why are you looking at me? I said, I was looking at you because I'm trying to see what you were talking about. And so he said, he picked up his chicken, hot chicken, and threw it in my face. So I was like, what? Because I've never been in a situation like that. So I was like, why would you do that? We argued about it. So the next episode, and it was only 3 episodes. So the next episode, he was getting ready to go at night somewhere. Mind you, he didn't have a car. I had a car. So I was like, well, you're not taking the car, because where are you going all dressed up, smelling good on a Sunday? He told me he going to a funeral. I was young, but I wasn't that young. Okay. So I said, you going to a funeral on a Sunday at night? I said, you better call whoever you told that you were going out with them. Tell them you can't go. So he left. He went outside. He didn't leave. He went outside and sat at the front of the apartment building. So I went out there, and I was like, where are you going? And so I sit there and I say, well, you better call whoever you need to call, because you're not going nowhere. And he slapped me. He slapped me. We outside fighting. Episode number 2. So I was like, okay. I told him, I said, I'm not used to getting hit. So you need to chill on that, because I got big brothers and I got a daddy. So and I got a mama that carries a pistol. So you better stop. So the 3rd episode was the biggest. Okay, so at this time we didn't have cell phones. So I went out with my sister and her husband. Well, I didn't go out with them. They came and picked me up, and we went to my mom's house, and we stayed a long time. It was nighttime when I got back. So, but I told him that I'm gonna go to lunch with my friends from work, and he was fine with it. So since I came back late, the night before, he said, "You're not going out with your friends. You should have came back early yesterday." I said, "No, I'm going. I'm going." So I'm in the bathroom. I'm pressing my hair. So I'm in the bathroom pressing my hair and stuff. And he said, "I told you you're not going." I said, "No, I'm going." I kept telling him, "I'm going. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?" So he said, "If I pick up this fan," and you know how you had the block fans, and I had that fan in there, you know, I'm pressing my hair, I don't want to sweat. So I had the fan in there, and he said, "If I pick up this fan and throw it in the back of your head, you will understand that you're not going nowhere." I said, "Okay." I said, "Pick it up." And he did. So after I crawled from under that fan, we started fighting. Because you're not going to keep hitting me. You're not going to keep doing that. So we started fighting. And at this time, I was 23, and I had my first hip surgery, probably 2 months prior. So I wasn't a big girl at that time. So he wasn't a big guy, but he was picking me up, throwing me against the wall. I kept going back. I kept scratching him, fighting him. I kept going back. I didn't care. You're not finna keep doing this. So we fighting. My hair sweated back. So I said, "I'm leaving this house." And you know how you have curtains and sometimes you pull on them and they don't come down. I mean, they come down. These curtains didn't come down because I wanted the people outside to see what was going on. They didn't come down. So he kept, we kept fighting. It felt like forever, but it's probably a good 10, 15 minutes. So we had one knife. So I went in the kitchen, I grabbed the knife. I said, "I'm leaving out of this house. I'm leaving out of here." So he said, "You're not leaving." So he come to grab the knife. And I stick the knife right through his hand. Blood coming on. He's screaming, "Why would you do that? You know, I'm your husband. You don't pick up weapons." You don't pick me up. You don't pick me up and throw me. So he picked, so when the knife was in his hand, I walked out the door. So, guys, when I tell you that I could not think of my mom's phone number, and my mom had that phone number for years, and I thought about his sister's phone number. So I called her. She told me to stay where you at. I'm coming to get you. So I did. I stayed there, and she came and got me. She told me to go inside. Don't talk to him. Get you some clothes. You coming with me. So I'm hot. I'm mad. I couldn't believe, we went through all that. So I went to his sister's house, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna spend the night. Then she's gonna take me back so I can go to my mom. She didn't. She said, "You're not gonna go back until y'all straighten this out." I said, "No, we're not gonna straighten it out. I'm not gonna be with him, because I said my mom and dad didn't hit each other, and nobody's gonna be hitting on me." So she told me in their culture, that's what they do. They were Nigerian. In my culture, I don't care who culture. I'm not getting done like that. So she told me, so she said, "Well, you're not gonna go back. You're not gonna go home yet." So I was sleeping in the room with her daughter. 2 days been passed right now. 2 days. So I said, so I'm still mad. I'm still mad. He's calling, trying to talk to me. I don't want to talk to him. And her daughter told me, "You need to play the game." I said, "I ain't playing no game." She said, "My mama's not going to take you back until you guys straighten it out. So you need to play the game." So I went to sleep that night. Got up the next morning. "Hi, Hi, everybody. And I say, I want to talk to my husband. I miss him. I want to talk to him. So she sit up there and she's telling me that I need to go back. I need to obey him. I need to be a good girl. What? I said, okay, I can do that. I'm going to be nice. Yeah, I'm going to be nice to him. Yep. Nope. So I talked to him on the phone. I said, I miss you. I want to come back. He was like, yeah, baby, I miss you too. Come on home. Okay. So she took me home. So when I got in the house, it gave me a big old hug. And, oh, baby, I miss you. I'm sorry we had an argument. We had an argument. We had a fight. So I said, okay. I said, okay. So she talking to him in her language. And I don't know what they're saying. She talking to him in their language, and so she says bye to me, and we she left. So when she left, I said, where the phone at? He said it's in the room. I said, okay. Went in there, boop, 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 boop. I remember my mama's number. Called my mama. Mama, bring some boxes, bring daddy's van. I'm moving out of here. So she was like, what's going on? I said, Mama, bring some boxes, bring daddy's van. I'm moving out of here. So my mama and one of my sisters came, and we started packing me up. He's standing right there talking about what's going on. I can't believe you in my house and you doing this. And no, buddy, no. So my mama's sitting there and she's mad dogging him. She got a pistol on her. So she mad dogging him and saying, that's my daughter and you're not going to put your hands on her no more. So I said, Mom, I can't do this. I can't. I hated it when she whooped me. And then I'm finna go get married and he gonna whoop me? No. No, people. No. So I said, okay. So I left with my sister and my mom. Why, when we get to my mama's house, the police is there. Police come. They knock on the door. My mama go answer the door. And this stupid man told the police that somebody came and stole his wife. So they came over to my mama's house, and the police said, well, we got a report that somebody stole from this house. Somebody stole his wife. She said, I didn't steal her. She called me. I went and picked her up. I went and picked her up and packed her up. And he was hitting on her. He was throwing her up against walls. That's my daughter. That's my daughter. Nobody's going to do my daughter like that. So the police said, okay, ma'am, I understand. I got it. I let him know that, she is your daughter. So, like I said, I couldn't do it. I couldn't let somebody keep hitting me. I couldn't do it. So I said, Monday morning, Mom, I'm going to need to go to the courthouse. She said, for what? I said, I'm getting divorced. She said, you sure? I said, yes, I'm getting divorced. So I went to the courthouse. I filed for the divorce. I had him served, and he said he wasn't going to sign the papers. But the court had already told me that we were only married for 3 years. He don't have to sign it. So I went back to the court. I told them that he wouldn't sign the papers. They granted me my divorce. So my stupid ass still loved him. So, no, this is 4 episodes. So I still loved him. So he talked me into, he left town. because he said he couldn't be in the town with me and not be with me. So I was like, peace. So he, when he left, we started talking again, and he talked me into going to Milwaukee. That's where he was living at. So I said, okay. I packed up my stuff, my suitcase. I went to Milwaukee. It was cold. It was raining. I mean, snowing. Hated it. But that next morning, he didn't let me know that he had a U-Haul full of his stuff, and we moving to Georgia. So we in the car, in the truck, driving to Georgia. So we got to Georgia. We got a hotel, and when we got the hotel, you know, the first couple of days was fine. You know, we was exploring Georgia. So he started acting like I was the most beautiful thing in Georgia. So you know how you be sitting in the car and you in the passenger seat and you happen to look over at the next car? He was asking me, you know them people? You know, is that your man? Did he come down here for you? And I was like, what? I said, I don't know that man. I'm just looking around. So I went and got this job at a hotel, cleaning rooms. And the boss that I had, he was gay, but he was a nice looking man, very nice looking, but he was gay. So he came and picked me up one day, and he was like, have that man ever went into one of the rooms with you? I said, that's the boss. Why would he do that? So he said, I bet not find out if that man is in one of them rooms you cleaning. I said, oh, okay. You ain't gonna find that out, because why would he do that? So I said, okay. So next couple of days, fine. He came and picked me up from work. I was talking to the man and I'm laughing. I'm in his office, and it was a glass office, so you could see me, see him. We wasn't touching, he was talking to me, he cracked a joke, I laughed. La 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 la. So when I came out to go with him, he went in his trunk. Oh, I forgot to tell you, he had a gun. He went in his trunk and got the gun. But before I knew he had the gun, I took the bullets. I took the bullets already, so he didn't have no bullets. So he grabbed his gun. So I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing? And he was like, get in the car. What? Nope. I'm not getting in that car. He was like, get in the car. I said, I'm not getting in the car. So one of the people that I was working with, I said, can you call the police? So I had them call the police because of the gun. And in Georgia, if you've been there, alongside the freeway is all these dang old trees and woods. So he can kill me and put me in there and nobody will find me but the bugs. What you doing? So I said, no, I'm not getting in the car. So police came. He didn't have no bullets in the gun, so they didn't do anything to him. But while they was talking to him, one of my co-workers was getting off work, and I said, I need to go with you. She said, no, I don't want no problems. I went on the other side of her car, and I got in. I was like, we ain't gonna have no problems. Just go. Let's go right now. So I had just got like $100 and something check. That's all I had. So I said, okay. I said, in the morning, can you take me to the bus station? I'm gonna take the bus back home, California. But the bus ticket was the same amount as my check. So I didn't have no money for food or anything. So again, my stupid butt called him. And I told him where I was and I needed some money. So he came to the bus station And I was already on the bus. Bus was loading. I was on the bus. So he was like, Belinda, get off the bus. Belinda, get off the bus right now. I said, no, I'm not getting off this bus. I said, are you going to give me some money? He said, I'll give you money if you get off the bus. So something in my heart was telling me, Belinda, don't get your butt off that bus. So the bus driver looked back at me and said, are you getting off? I said, no. He said, are you going to give her some money? He said, no. He said, don't worry about it. I'll take care of her. He closed the bus doors and I left. But only thing, I didn't have enough money to go to California. So I called my mom, and my mom told me to go to Texas, where my cousins are. So that's what I did. I went to Texas. And I went to Texas, and then I called him while I was in Texas, and I was telling him to send me some money, and I'll come back just to get the money. But he, you know, he was smarter than that. But so he didn't send me no money. So I was like, forget him. I said, I ain't gonna worry about it. I ain't gonna worry about it. So he, so I didn't talk to him after that for years. I didn't talk to him for years. It was a good 15, 20 years. I didn't talk to him. So somehow he got my sister's P.O. box and sent me a letter. So once he sent me the letter, I was already dating women. I had no love for him at all. So I called him. What do you want? What do you want? So he was telling me, Belinda, I miss you. I want you back. Da, da, da. I said, well, I got something to tell you. I don't date men no more. I date women. No, Belinda. It's just a face. You better stop it. You stop it right now, Belinda. Okay. You know who I am, Belinda? You stop it. You know, you're going to go to hell. I will see you there. So, throughout the years, we talk. So, he told me, he kept asking me to come. At this point, he was in Texas. He kept asking me to come to Texas and see him. No. No. Hell no. So I was like, no, I ain't doing that. So I did go to Texas because I had a funeral to go to. So I went to Texas. I was telling my cousins about him and what he did to me. And so my cousin was like, where he at? He was like, call him up. Let me go talk to him. You know. And I was like, nah, I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. Nah. And I said, that's under the rug. I don't care. So when I got back from Texas, he calls me. And then he was like, what are you doing? I said, unpacking. And he was like, where you been? I said, I was in Texas. Why you didn't call me? Call you for what? I said, I was in Texas for a funeral. I was in Texas to visit you. He wasn't even on my mind. So he was mad about that, but I didn't care. And he kept telling me, you know, Belinda, I need you. I want you to come to Texas. So when the COVID happened, I was going to Texas to visit my cousins, but COVID happened, and I was like, nope. So, so the whole time in COVID, and then, you know, last year, 2021, we were still, you know, talking, but not like, I'm going to be with you. But he kept asking me. He wanted to remarry me. I would be only a fool, right? So I said, nah. I said, nah, I ain't coming out there for you. I'm not going to do that. So he, unfortunately, you know, he got sick. He got sick. And he was calling me and telling me what was going on. So I'm trying to, you know, be there for him because he really didn't have no close friends or anything. So I was just trying to be there for him while he was sick. So he called me one day and he said he had an operation. I was like, well, for what? What you had an operation for? He said, something is spreading over my body. So I said, what? So he's like, yeah, something is spreading over my body. I said, when you say spread, did the doctor say spread? He's like, yeah, the doctor said spread. I said, you got cancer. I said, you got cancer. So he told me this in like November. All this started in November 2020. Okay. And so he was in the hospital a lot. And so I was going to go and see him, but COVID. I didn't want to risk my life. Sorry. And, you know, I didn't care for you like that no more. So I was going to go. And then, so I started, you know, I made sure that I talked to him, you know, every other day so that I can find out what's going on with him. So I told him to ask his doctor if he had cancer. So he said, yeah. So I said, what stage? He said, I don't know. I said, you need to ask your doctor what stage of cancer you have. So he did. He called me and he said, I'm in stage 4. But, you know, I got God on my side and I'm going to beat this. I said, okay, all right. So I let him tell me he was going to beat it. And I needed to figure out how I was going to tell him that you don't come back from stage 4. How was I going to tell him? So I called him the next day. And I told him, I was like, look, you're in stage 4 cancer. I said, you need to start planning your last days. I said, because you're in a lot of pain. It's going to get rougher from here. I had 2 people in my life that died from cancer. Stage 4, you don't come back from. And it looks like you're going through it right now. So, you know, I told him, and he was like, okay. So he did what I told him to do. He started planning. But one thing he did, he had a daughter. But him and his daughter didn't get along. So he called me and he was giving me instructions on what he wanted. And he wanted me to give him his funeral, you know. So he said that he put me on a policy. He said at first it was you and my daughter. I put you guys on a policy for when things happen, you guys could have money to bury me. So I said, okay. So he told me he took his daughter off the policy and he want me to take care of everything. So I told him I'll do that, you know, and I wanted to honor his last wishes. But guys, I'm gonna stop right here because I want to continue to tell you after he passed away, his sister trying to con me out of his money. So I'm gonna stop it right here, guys. Please thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, and let's do this again. But I'm gonna come with, you know, happy stuff too. But I do want to let you guys know that I've been through that part in my life, and I was able to be strong enough, no matter how much I loved him, to get out. You know, that was my whole point of telling you guys the story. But I do want to tell you guys the second part, because people crazy when people die and there's money involved. People crazy. So I'm gonna stop it right here. You guys be blessed. You guys take care of yourself. You guys wear your mask. Pray for me. I will pray for you. 5 feet. Bam.